Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be talking about multiplying binomials with radicals. So in order to do that, you're going to have to remember what a binomial is. A binomial is two terms, right? So for example, you've multiplied binomials before, like 3x plus 5 times 2x minus 3. So take a minute, multiply those out, see what you get. If you forgot, you're going to multiply the first term by each of those and the second term by each of those. So the first term we're going to get 6x squared, and then the outer terms will get minus 9x. The two inner ones will get positive 10x. And the last ones will get negative 15. So eventually we'll get 6x squared plus x minus 15. So that's multiplying binomials, and that gives you this, which is called a quadratic trinomial. All right, so multiplying binomials that have radicals in them is going to work the exact same way. You're going to take your first term and multiply it by each of the other ones, and that second term by each of those other ones, and then you'll have to just simplify your answer at the end. So I'm going to let you try this one. Take a minute, pause the video, try it, come back and see how you did. So you're going to have to put a lot of things together here. Thing one is you're going to have to remember root 15 times root 15 is just 15. So 15 times 2 is 30. And then root 15 times negative 3 root 3 is going to give me negative 3 root 45. And we can simplify that later if we need to. And then the next one is negative root 3 times 2 root 15. So that's going to give me negative 2 root 45. And then the last two, root 3 times root 3 is 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. So this is actually going to be plus 9. And then we can go through and do some simplifying. I know that I can add these two together, so that's going to be 39. And then negative 3 root 45 and negative 2 root 45 is going to give me negative 5 root 45. And I know that 45 can be simplified into 9 and 5. So that's going to give me 39 minus, square root of 9 is 3, and 3 times 5 is 15, root 5. Everything's simplified. I can't combine anything else. So that is my final answer. If you got that, then good job. So you try this one, knowing what you got from the last one. Come back and see how you did. All right, so hopefully you did 12 times 3 root 12. Well, root 12 times root 12 is 12, and 12 times 3, of course, is 36. And then root 12 times 7 root 2 is going to be positive 7 root 24. And then negative 5 root 2 times 3 root 12 is going to be negative 15 root 24. And then negative 5 root 2 times 7 root 2 is going to be negative, let's see, root 2 times root 2 is 2. 3 times 5 is 35. 35 times 2 is 70. So you can write all that out or not, like I just did. And then I'm going to combine my like terms. So 36 and negative 70 is going to give me negative 34. And then 7 root 24 and negative 15 root 24 gives me negative 8 root 24. 24 is 4 times 6, and 4 is a perfect square. So that's 2 times 8 is 16 root 6, and then negative 34 is still here. So how did we do? Let's try this one. We have the root 11 minus root 3 quantity squared. See what you get. Come back and see how you did. Okay, hopefully you remember, this is similar to if we had like x plus 4 quantity squared. Don't forget that that's x plus 4 times x plus 4. So if you didn't do it that way, you might want to pause this video here and go back and retry it. But we also learned from this one over here that if we do this, we're going to get x squared, and then the outer and the inner are the same, just times 2. Like it's 4x and 4x. So that's going to be 8x, and then the last one would be 4 times 4, which is 16. And we can apply those rules to this because it's really like root 11 minus root 3 times root 11 minus root 3. So if we do root 11 times root 11, we know that that's 11. And we know the inner is root 33, and the outer is going to be root 33. So that's going to be like minus 2 root 33, because there's 2 of them, right? And they're both negative. And then negative root 3 times negative root 3 is going to be positive 3. So then we can simplify that. 11 and 3 is 14 minus 2 root 33. 33 can't be simplified. There's no perfect squares that go into that. So that is my final answer. So I don't feel like I explained this very well. This is an edit. This is like, I made this yesterday and I'm editing it today. So if you have root 11 minus root 3 and it's being squared, you're essentially taking this first term and squaring it. And you're taking the last term and squaring it. And you're multiplying the two here, and you're adding them together. So it's like negative root 33 and negative root 33. Because that's how it comes out if you actually like wrote it all out. So that's going to make things a little bit easier for you if you think about it that way, because that's going to give you 11 minus 2 root 33 plus 3, and then you can get the same thing. So I'm hoping that's a little bit clear. If it's not, you can write it out. It's not going to matter. It's just easier and quicker if you don't have to. So similar idea. Try it, pause the video, come back and see how you did. All right, so we know that really it's going to be this term times itself, right? So root 6 times root 6 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4, 6 times 4 is 24. And then it's going to be these two multiplied times each other times 2. So that's going to be 2 times 3 is 6, root 18, and there are 2 of them. And then the last one is itself squared, so that's going to be negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Root 3 times root 3 is 3. 3 times 9 is 27. Again, if you want to multiply that out and like write it all out, that's fine. I'm just kind of shortening it up here. And then we can combine our like terms. So that's going to be 51 minus 12 root 18. Now, if you want to see it worked out, then I'll do it the same way. So this will be so that's what it would look like if you worked it all out, and then eventually you would still get 51 minus 12 root 18. All right, and a little edit here because I just realized that root 18 can be simplified because it's 9 times 2. So that's going to be 51 minus 36 root 2. So, yeah, don't forget to simplify your root 18. All right, you know the drill. Okay, so 4 root 2 times itself would be 16 root 2, which root 4, which is 16 times 2, or 32 if you want to write that. And then these two times each other twice. So it's negative 2 times, and it's going to be 12 root 20. And then this squared, so negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. And then root 10 times root 10 is 10. And then I can combine these. So 90 and 32 is 122. And then this is going to be negative 24 root 20. So again, if you want to write out like 4 root 2 minus 3 root 10 times 4 root 2 minus 3 root 10, that's fine. It's just going to take a while. You already know it's going to be these two times each other, and then these two times each other, and then these two and these two, which are the same, added together. So however you want to do it is fine. It looks like I forgot to simplify root 20, which can be 4 times 5. So I'm going to have to do 2. So 122 minus 48 root 5. There we go. Okay, so try this one. Pause the video, come back, and check your answers. So I know this times itself, 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 2 is 18. And then if I multiply these twice, so 3 times 6 is 18, times 2 is 36, root 20. And then this squared is 6 times 6 is 36. And root 10 times root 10 is 10. So that's going to be plus 36 times 10, which is 360. That's going to give me 378 plus 72 root 5. And that would be your final answer. So conjugate radical binomials. You have to remember what conjugate binomials were. So conjugate binomials are like x plus 6 and x minus 6. And if you remember correctly, if you multiply those, you'll get x squared minus 36, right? Another example might be like x plus 1 and x minus 1. That'll give you x squared minus 1. So those are conjugate binomials. So if we have conjugate radical binomials, obviously these are going to be conjugate binomials with radicals in them. So for example, we might have root 15 plus root 3, and then the conjugate would be root 15 minus root 3. And if you follow the same idea as these, we were multiplying these first two terms to get here, and our last two terms to get there. So we're going to do the same thing here. So root 15 times root 15 is just 15. Root 3 times negative root 3 is minus 3. And so we would get 12. All right, so you try this one. So we're going to multiply root 5 times root 5 is just 5. Negative 3 times positive 3 is negative 9. 5 minus 9 is negative 4. Now if that's confusing for you for some reason and you need to multiply that out, well, root 5 times root 5 is root 25. That'll be plus root 3 root 5. That'll be minus 3 root 5. And that'll be minus 9. These would cancel each other out. That's 5. That's 9. It still gives you negative 4. So try this one. Pause the video, come back, and check your answers. All right, so we're going to multiply these two. So 2 times 2 is 4. Root 3 times root 3 is 3. You can write 12. I'm just going to write it so you can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to multiply these last two. Because even if I multiplied like these guys, they would cancel each other out. So all I need to do is multiply those. Positive 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. Root 2 times root 2 is 2. So that's going to give me 12 minus 32, which is negative 20. Did you win? All right, try this one. I'm going to multiply these. That's going to give me 9 times 5. Multiply those. That'll give me minus 25 times 2. That's going to give me 45 minus 50, which will give me negative 5. So if you got that, you win. Try it. Pause the video, come back, check your answers. All right, hopefully you noticed this was not conjugate binomials, so you're going to actually probably have to just multiply everything out. So we'll do these two first. That'll give me 10, root 7 times root 7 is 7. So I'm going to write 10 times 7. Multiply these next. That'll give me negative 22 root 7. These will give me positive 20 root 7. And these will give me minus 44. And then I can combine my like terms. So this will give me negative 2 root 7. This will give me 70 minus 44, which will give me 26 minus 2 root 7. How did we do? Hopefully these aren't too bad. They do get a little complicated, especially if you try to do a lot of stuff in your head. So if you are the kind of person that tries to do that and is usually unsuccessful, these will be especially difficult unless you write out all of your stuff.